Hello, everybody! We're back with more FireRed versus LeafGreen. LeafGreen's still winning. Believe it or not. LeafGreen is still winning, chat. We will see if FireRed can make some progress today. We're 3250 encounters into Mr. Nidoran. Yeah, Galaxy, we'll definitely talk about that tonight. Hey, don't be doing that, Leaf. Alrighty. Just, do it, chat. Let's do it to it. Ah, yes, my Mr. Mime, I forgot. Mimin is just not as good as a name as Marcel, I gotta say. How dare you stand where he stood? You're not Marcel. Alright, we are officially over 1,000 for Vulpix, too. It's fun. Did they? Actually, that's a good question. Did they rename ducks? Can't rename the classics like that. That's just messed up. Hey, Sandrew. I mean, if you want to be shiny, that would be A-okay. They did? No way. Mr. Nino and Nina. Mark the Lickitung. Yeah, Chading! That's right! I remember Chading. Chading. Why is Jinx's name Zinx? Zinx. Theo's nickname is Sealor. Electrode's Esphere. Which sounds like Espathra, but did Electrode know? And then Tangrowth's nickname is Tangenny. Okay. I have questions. I have questions, chat. Ding. If I could shiny hunt Farfetch'd in this game, that would be an appealing target. Honestly, Mr. Mime, too. I wish I could get Mime early. Without having to hatch eggs. Mario Odyssey, fun. Did I see the other day that it's been like 7 months or something crazy like that since the last actual full legit Nintendo Direct? This does not Mama the Mia. This simply does not. I saw somebody say 7, which I truly do not even remember the last big Nintendo Direct, so don't get on me if that's wrong. Not counting the indies or, you know, the smaller ones, like actual main, like big boy Nintendo. I long for the day that Mario 64 for the DS gets re-released. Come on, Miyamoto, come on! It would be be funny. So happy. They gotta have Wario as the villain in the next Mario movie. I think they're gonna scale it down, because where do you even go after Galaxy? Galaxy is kind of Mario's, like, most epic adventure. They already have dipped their toes into some Odyssey stuff. I think the new movie is, the new sequel is making money, but I don't think it's making as much as the first one yet. Waluigi. Yeah, if they introduced Wario but did not Waluigi, that would be very sad. Oh, look at that, chat! An early 1%. What is that, 14 encounters? Not bad. Is this a good omen? I'm choosing to see this as a good omen, chat. Mario and Luigi partners in time. I watched a review the other day where they were talking about the Mario Galaxy movie, and one of the guys had a prediction, and I completely agree with him. At the end of the next Mario movie, they'll end, and Mario and Luigi will be home, and Luigi will come in and be like, "Mario, you've got some mail." Mario sifts through the letters. He picks up a peculiar letter, has the Smash logo on it. End scene. I could 100% see them do that. Okay, we're getting some Vulpixes here. Very nice. Which again, chat, if you are going to shiny hunt Vulpix, I have Myman out for a reason. Because Myman has soundproof. Vulpix can roar. So just a little pro Vulpix tip. If you're gonna shiny hunt Vulpix, which this could still end in disaster because Pidgey knows Whirlwind, I think at level 19. So Pidgey could be shiny and then Whirlwind us away. Or maybe Vulpix will just be shiny and we can be happy. Or maybe Sandshrew will show up. That would be fine too. They rushed it when making it. Yeah, it certainly is. Boom, 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 movie over. Also, I've never seen the what was it? Was it 93? The live-action Super Mario Brothers movie that everyone has said is terrible. But one of the guys said that there's a scene with Bowser in the scope that's very similar to what King Koopa does in that movie, and I was like, what, could that actually be a reference? That's funny, if it's true. What's up, everybody? How's it going? We are in the thick of it right now. We're 3273 into Nidoran Mail. 1023 for Vulpix. That's not the only movie, chat, because over the past few days, the Avatar franchise is cursed. The entire Aang movie leaked online. The entire thing. I only thought at first there was a few scenes. But no, apparently the entire thing is out there. Holy shit. They haven't even released like a poster or a trailer for this thing, which that's on Paramount. Paramount not marketing the movie is one thing. But that is absolutely crazy that the whole movie... are saying it's mid. I haven't seen it. I mean, Paramount clearly didn't have enough faith in it to put in theaters. What's up, Gerald? Stand true. That is insane. I did watch the initial clip that came out. Gotta say, I absolutely loathe celebrity voice acting. I hate it so much. Why we could get Dante Bosco sounds exactly the same as he did when he voiced Zuko originally. Here we just got Mark Invincible instead. At least Sokka sounded okay, but Aang and Zuko were like, brother. Yeah, they had all the... Look at these characters from Korra, because we never even acknowledged Sokka's existence. I don't know what the real story is, Galaxy. I don't know, at least the voice actors for Toph and Sokka, these sounded like they were trying to sound like the originals. But I didn't care for Aang's voice. I mean, if you want to watch the movie chat, it's out there. The whole thing is out there. Franchise really cannot catch a break, though. I don't know, I read the synopsis and it sure did sound like stuff Korra already tackled. I don't know, I'll have to watch it and see. M. Night's film. That's right, Avatar's woes go back all the way to the beginning. Also, I think they forgot Suki exists. I think there's like one whole shot of her in the entire movie. A shame. I like Suki. Ty Lee and Mai are probably nowhere to be found either, if I had to guess. Yeah, just the entire movie posted online. That is... It really is crazy. Night and day difference. Oh yeah, it's nice, isn't it? They bring Jeremy Zuckerman back for the park. Hope they did. That guy's the GOAT. What's up, Rescue Squad? Look at this. The wild encounters are so much quicker. Moving. I've been watching some champions the past few days, chat, and I have some new observations to share. People are discovering Mega Victory Bell. I have seen an alarming amount of people running Mega Victory Bell, watching people playing Master Ball. Mega Victory Bell is essentially a bomb. You set it out on the field and you watch it go boom. With innards out. It does insane damage. Victory Bell also gets stuff like Strength Sap, which is very good. We're doing a thing. 4 shinies and shield, nice. I was just in shield looking for my Pokemon. I think I'm gonna try out Hydreigon. I've also noticed that more people are using Charizard X. People are waking up to Charizard X, which Charizard X, we fought a few, they're always really bulky and tough. That made me cute. And you kind of have that mind game where it's like, is it Charizard X or is it Charizard Y? People are definitely realizing Charizard X's worth. Mr. Mime's family. I think Rhyme is in Champions, but... Professor Oak. We're not on speaking. Oh, you got the Cobalion scan. Good luck. There, is that better? Thank you for... It's mostly artist types I've seen being upset about it, Galaxy, which I understand. It's also a bummer too, because it's like Paramount just looked like they were not going to do anything to advertise the movie. I don't think the whole entire thing leaking is going to help, but... Let's see, what else? What else have I seen? Lots of Garchomps and Pinas and Scizors. I saw the most full time. It was a substitute first Mimikyu set. Horrendously. I don't run into that guy. Ralt's nice. I'm gonna pull my shiny Hydreigon out of shield. Hey, the big 85 stream streak! Nice. On Vulpix, be golden or yellow or whatever color. Mustard. Nickelodeon and Paramount. Probably not good. I can't imagine this a great outcome for them. Probably not good. I ever had one Meowth not let Mr. Mime escape. Jigglypuff. I was just on the Pokémon Center. They added it. Added a Added a very cute. I can't remember if it was Tandem Mouse or Mousehole. The Cheddars had a nice family dish that was. I wish they were better in single. Mousehole. Next Winds and Waves trailer. I don't know. What do you think? Summer? Fall? World? But here's the thing. World now Winds and Waves separate from competitive. Happen. I kind of think. Oh, maybe Pokemon XP. Oh shit. Did get Pokemon news. Learned what Pokemon Day and Night Out are. How could I forget? It's an EDM concert. Hey. What I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. EDM concert in LA, chat. Tiny Magikarp are the Pidgey of the Sea in ZA. One of those Magikarps is my Gary. Marshmallow. Successful. Have to have a big hat that had claw, actually. All day or day, nice. Luck in your game. Yeah, here, let me go, let me look, let me look at, the page. And by the page, I just mean let me go find Joe's tweet about it. Oh boy, Pokemon Unite news. Next. Alright, are you ready for this epicness, chat? Here's the description. Pokemon Night Out has been announced. A special live music experience featuring Alice in Wonderland and Marshmallow with custom visuals and sets. It's in LA on October 24th and London on November 10th. Here's the visual. What's up, Derek? Here's the visual. Exciting, huh? This has TPCI. This is so TPCI coded. This is the type of stupid shit they love wasting money on. But wait, there's more. We also have Pokemon Day Out. Bunch of places I don't live in New York City. In summer of 2026. Whatever that means. Very vague. Events. Pokemon events. Yeah, that's what those... They announced these a few months ago, and we were all like, what the hell does that mean? But now we know. The way gas prices are? Yeah, no kidding. An EDM concert? That is so random! That is so random! What's up, Douglas? I have not found Vulpix yet, but we're looking. We're on the hunt. We were just talking about the Pokemon night out and day out events, and they're lame. I can't imagine how rowdy that crowd is going to be for that EDM concert in LA. Prefer orchestral concerts. Yeah, I went to the Pokemon Symphonic Evolutions many years ago, and that was great. I'd love for them to bring that back. Don't get me wrong, this is not... I love a good Pokemon concert. But it's just another thing that's like Los Angeles, California. Nah. Also, Marshmallow is not... not one of my personal favorite artists. Crowd will be smelly. I was thinking more like people are gonna be doing ketamine at the Pokemon EDM concert. That's gonna be a rowdy crowd. In LA? Thanks for the good luck. I'll get whatever the game feels like giving me. If I get Sandshrew or Spearow instead, that is fine. These are the preferred targets. We'll see. Yeah, I couldn't even tell you a Marshmallow song. He's just been like one of those guys that's like a featuring. At least Deadmau5 made good music. It reminds me very much of that anniversary album where they had Post Malone on it. You guys remember that one? This feels like it was designed by the same committee that sorted that stuff out. With Ninja. Yeah, we don't really get event Pokemon anymore. They're kind of dead. They're all just distributions from home. With the occasional GameStop cursed distribution thrown in. Game flop. Yeah, if they had another GameStop distribution, I don't even have one anymore. Those damn GameStop codes. We're almost at 3333 for Nidoran. And I don't even know who Alice in Wonderland is. The musical artist, not the book or the character. Public domain name. You got 2 remaining GameStops. One by one, they will all fall. I continue to never be impressed by anything TPCI does for anniversaries. It's like, I guess at least they acknowledge anniversaries, unlike Nintendo. Nintendo only acknowledges anniversaries if they have a big game coming out for that franchise that year. Otherwise, they don't exist. But I don't know. Like, TPCI stuff just feels so corporate. It is just so corporate. Like, it feels like it was designed by a focus, like a test group. Which it probably was. I don't know, I just wish... they could certainly do celebrations of the franchise and the history without making them feel so hollow, you know? Yeah, the Machamp and Champions with code CHAMPION. I'm sorry, but I find this song to be kind of dreadful. Not stand that song. Play that at if you want to torture me. Set your alarm to the wrong time. Oh, I hate when that happens. I've done that. Every time it plays, I skip it. I cannot stand that song. It sounds like something that would play if I was locked in a mental asylum. I cannot stand it. Honestly, the Yoshi games are just... I don't think I fuck with them on any level. One of my favorite bad video game songs is I think it's one of the original Spider-Man games. It has just an insane soundtrack. It's just the funniest song you've ever heard. Somebody was going absolutely ham. Good morning. Did I ever play Bowser's Fury? Not yet. It's, whoops. I didn't mean to take a capture. It's in my Switch too. Waiting. Waiting for the day. I mean, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get a 3D Mario game anytime soon, so I got all the time in the world. I got plenty of time. Oh, Tomodachi Life's sequel is coming out this week. Anybody buying that? I know, the Switch, that's the best part about the Switch 2. Whatever material they used for both the Switch 2 and the Pro Controller are like buttery smooth. They're so nice. Once again, if you can afford it, if you could treat yourself, the Pro Controller for the Switch 2 is the best controller I've ever had. It is very nice. Outstanding controller. I said, for some reason, I've been getting, like, Tomodachi people going at each other because a lot of people are pissed that you can only have 70 knees on an island when you used to be able to have 100. I think it was. People really want over 70 knees? That's crazy. I would struggle to think of, like, 25 people to put on my island, let alone 70. What's up, Sparkly? I never actually owned the first Pro Controller for the Switch, so I couldn't tell you the difference between those two, but I can tell you that the Switch 2 Pro Controller, it charges ultra fast. I like the gray on the top. It feels so nice. Whatever finish of plastic this is premium. It feels like a really premium controller. It would be nice if they could release some new colors for it. I'd love to get it in a limited edition or colorful color. Why you'd want more than 70 Miis? Oh, it's starting to drift. That sucks. What's up, Poke Guy? I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. It's quite nice. I've had no complaints. What if they release a Star Fox game and it comes with, that's the first limited edition Switch 2? Oh, I'd be so tempted. Wind Waker HD. Yeah, we're still missing some Zelda games. And that's something they should probably do because it's gonna be a hot minute until we get another Zelda game. Either 2 or 3D. So... I am curious to see if that Ocarina of Time remake thing is fake news or not. Because supposedly Nintendo is spreading lies to try to catch leakers. They're trying to catch them red-handed. So who knows? I legitimately think if Nintendo has nothing to release for that franchise, they will just ignore it. Mario had his movie, and that was good enough for Nintendo to acknowledge it. Zelda having nothing means they can just ignore it. Oh, you're running into a lot of stall. There's so many Corviknights running around. Disgusting. Yeah, it's like, what could they even add to it? Like, the 3DS remake was great. How are they gonna top that? What could they possibly do that would, you know, make it better? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Now, the Majora's Mask remake could use some work. Also, 1111. 11112. Or 2. Math. I feel like the Star Fox game is the one thing that's gotta be true. Well, they wouldn't put Fox in that movie and have it be such a blatant, hey kids, find this character cool so you can purchase his game in a few months. How did children feel who don't know Mr. Game & Watch? It's funny when people are like, these movies are for kids. Okay, they're bad because they're for kids. And then so much of the stuff in the movie is like, not for children. They're for you, dear viewer. Kids do not know who Wart is. You will want to play Black and White on the Switch too. I wonder when we're going to hear more about the DS peripheral Nintendo has patented. Majora's Mask sequel. That would be spicy. Oh, like Tetris 99. Yeah, Nintendo released a few of them and then they kind of took their foot off the gas. Gen 3. Gamora setting spikes and then rocks and then Dragon Tail Garchomp. Oh, I have noticed that you're right. People are running more defensive builds. I've seen bulky. What did I see Pi run into tonight? He ran into so many nasty things. Curse bulky Mimikyu substitute set. Corviknight is continuing to be a problem. You know what would be great? If Garchomp Z was in the game, we could just roast those Corviknights with Fire Blast. I have actually been thinking, wow, I kind of wish Garchomp Z was in the game. If only somebody could save me, Garchomp Z. Oh yeah, I think the Rosalina book is out. If you're a big Mario Galaxy head. They've been releasing some Mario Galaxy merch. Regular Mega Chomp with Fire Fang. I don't know about Mega Garchomp, but regular Garchomp Fire Fang would probably do... Not as great damage as you think. Corviknight just is so defensive. Especially if they've already set up a few iron defenses. Uh-oh. You in danger. I might run Victory Bell. I've been thinking about it. I already have a name in mind too. I'm gonna call it 3.2.1. Legalize nuclear bombs. Innards Out is gross. It can absolutely obliterate the opposing Pokemon. Why shut it down? They didn't want to pay the pennies for the server. Nidoking and Kabutops. Oh, that's fun. Kabutops could get some cheeky Aqua Jets in there. A lot of people are using Basculegion too, which they're predictable and yet they still get kills because what is Last Respects? Like, is it something like 300 damage or something like that? Last Respects is crazy. Balls to the wall crazy. Which is why it could pay to run a normal type. Sometimes when the ghosties are ghouling too hard, you need a normal type to set things straight. People are too clued into Charizard Y. I noticed when I was using Charizard Y, it would just always invoke Stealth Rocks. Like, people were... they saw the Charizard and they were like, Nero... They zeroed in on it and were like, yeah, we're gonna set rocks immediately. I will say, chat, friendly reminder. Remember this. Prankster. Dark types are immune. It don't work. It does not work on dark types. Also, I saw some people on Twitter that just learned that burning halves damage on physical attackers for the first time. Oh, I know that artist, Cacturn. Ugh. I feel like Sneasler always looks like that. I like that his, I think they had a Sylveon that was drawn as like an abomination creature. It was very funny. I want to run Throat Spray Sylveon when they allow it in. It'll be great. Have a good one, Eric. Good luck with the oil. Yeah, even after the nerf, Incineroar is still top cat. What's up, Joshua? Incineroar is still the top cat. Oh, chat. I was thinking about running something a little evil. I saw somebody on Twitter that inspired me. So, there's a few Pokemon with Skill Link in Champions. And one of them is Toucanon. What if? Long have we waited. Toucanon activated? It gets Rock Blast, it gets Bullet Seed. Beak Blast got buffed too. They actually buffed Beak Blast. Toucanon Nation, it's time. Mega Heracross also gets Skill Link. I think of Minchino and Chinchino a lot. And Cloyster. I'm pretty sure Cloyster is another skill linker. That's a really fun ability, though. And here's where you get evil. You put the King's Rock on Toucanon. So, multi-hit moves 5 times, plus chance to flinch each hit. Oh, that's evil. It's evil. I've seen a few people running Galarian Slowking too, which is fun. There's a lot of good fairies in the meta right now. I was watching somebody play with... They had a Eternal Floette on their team. And he was kind of running into the same problem I felt like I was having. Where it's very slow. Floette is just a little on the slow side, and it's sometimes it's awkward. There's no good fit for it in the final 3. Also, people know what it does now. They took no bubble beam. Darn. Yeah, we might. I was thinking I might try Toucannon. I kind of want to try Victory Bell. I could use the Victory Bell. I have a few Victory Bells I could grab. I could get. I know we did a few outbreaks in Kitakami. 3,400 for Nidoran. We're starting to creep up there, honestly. We're working our way towards half odds. %41% chance of flinching. See, that's evil. I saw somebody's clip where they drilled Hydreigon with Rock Blast. It flinched, and then they got it again to KO it. Also, hi, Nidoran. Jirachi. I can think of very few times where they've ever had mythicals in the lineup. Although I will say, chat, I think Darkrai's gonna be arriving soon. And they're gonna give it Dark Aura. They gave Fairy Aura to Eternal Floette, so I think they're gonna give Yveltal's Dark Aura to Darkrai. So that might make Darkrai pretty spicy. I'm already like, ooh, I'm thinking about all the other megas they haven't brought in yet. I have noticed, though, people have stopped theory crafting for mega abilities after the disastrous leak incident. And the fact that most of them ended up being terrible. Man, the amount of maniacs that are out there running Quick Claw, ugh. Getting Quick Clawed feels so bad. It feels so uniquely bad. Yeah, Serene Grace is nasty. Togekiss can also pull off some nasty, nasty things with Serene Grace. I hate people who bring, all those, like, big setup mons. Quick Claw to Quick Claw attack with a Quick Claw. I heard you like Quick Claw, so I Quick Clawed your Quick Claw. Yeah, the amount of evil people also running Bright Powder. I was watching somebody earlier and he missed a Thunderbolt and it's like, hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh no. I patiently await for the return of Togekiss. I remember Togekiss being a monster in Sword and Shield singles when that game first came out. Those games. Togekiss has just been AWOL lately. Not in ZA, not in Scarlet Violet, and not in Champions yet. Was Moonblast nerfed? Jeez, there's been so many changes. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, I don't hate that. Fairies are so strong. I think they could deal with a little nerf. I think that's acceptable. Playing Coliseum again? Nice. Always a classic. I saw a tweet on not too long ago that said, Oh, I saved it. Let me read it. I thought it was the most accurate description I've ever seen of Pokemon Colosseum. My favorite part of Pokemon Colosseum specifically is that everything in it looks like it smells faintly of cigarettes. Colosseum's grimy! Love that. Yeah, Legends Arceus, I think you're right. I had Togekiss on my team in that game. Clementine. Shout out to her. Isn't that such an accurate description of Colosseum? Everything smells faintly of cigarettes. True! I mean, so many mainline Pokemon games, they're all clean, pristine. Like, maybe there's a dumpy town here and there, like Po Town or something like that. Like the sewers, maybe, in Gen 5. You didn't like that about Gale of Darkness? Oh, hey, another Nidoran. What's up? Yeah, Michael does not hold a candle. You think weed because of Venusaur? Venusaur hitting the pen. Yeah, the intro to Pokemon Colosseum is like one of Pokemon's most badass intros. In-game trades can't be shiny? Yeah, typically. Umbreon, oh god. There are a few Pokemon I scrunch face at more. I hate fighting Umbreon. I'm still thinking about how hard we owned that guy with Umbreon the other day. Bridge boys. Yeah, I've noticed a lot more people in singles are running Protect, which... ugh. Yuck. Which is funny because in Pokemon Colosseum, Umbreon always feels like dead weight. I think Colosseum is what propelled Espeon to be my favorite, because Espeon is so strong in that game. Why? Have you ever played an Umbreon? They're annoying. They're not a definition of a good time. I know, Jovi is so annoying. And then Gale of Darkness, how many people got stuck because the game does not make it clear? Oh, the beginning of Gale of Darkness is genuinely kind of bad. You have to dwaddle so long in that stupid goddamn lab. That has a weirdly confusing layout. Yeah, Gale has better Pokemon selection as well. That's one thing about Colosseum that's kind of rough, but I also find that kind of charming. At the same time. Makes it a bit more challenging to think of a team. And some of Gale's better Pokemon are at the end of the game. Like, it's not paced super well. I remember really wanting Rapidash, but it's on the final island, so you get to have it on your team for like 25 minutes and then you've beaten the game. Mario Galaxy music, oh my god! I do think it's fun that you can pick what Eevee to evolve your Eevee into. Eevee of the Lucian. Which, when I first played through Gale, I just picked Espeon. I just picked Espeon. What do you think the third Mario movie will be based on? They're gonna go smaller scope. I mean, where do you even... What is even bigger than Galaxy? Nothing. I think Wario is gonna be the villain. Maybe they'll even have Daisy as, like, a part antagonist. She thinks the Mario crew is, like, secretly the bad guys. Again, how do you even distinguish Peach and Daisy now when Peach has all of those characteristics? I still can't believe Fox has more screen time than Rosalina. That is just insane. That is insane. Hi, I'm Daisy. Aren't Daisy and... They're both from... Are they from the LAN games? I could absolutely see them having Wario. Bowser Jr.'s more threatening than his father. Yeah, what celebrity voice actor are they gonna get for Daisy? Or Wario, for that matter. Or Waluigi. Wah. Charles Martinet. Yeah, no. Let's not kid ourselves. Also, heads up, Twitch chat. Ads are gonna play. 3 minutes of ads play every hour to turn pre-rolls off. Pre-rolls are stinky. Aquafina. Oh no. That is actually kind of probable. Ugh, now I'm just thinking about the terrible celebrity voice acting in the Aang movie. Ugh. The plague. Didn't I see that the new, that Mandalorian movie looks like it's not gonna make any money? I love a good Star Wars bomb. I mean, who knows? Maybe billions will flock to see Baby Yoda on the big screen. Do 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 do. This is a great song. Double Pidgey. Daisy is Peach's daughter. What? It's some other guy? I know, crazy. You mean there's two of them? Alright, chat, one sec. Okay. Oh yeah, Daisy is from the Desert Kingdom. Is that a stage in Mario Kart World? Is that the same place? Is that the same place? Daisy's being retconned to be from the Flower Kingdom in Wonder. What if she's just from Earth? She's just some lady. I feel like Pauline would be fun if they ever decided to bring Pauline in. Skip this song. Mario Kart 8 title theme. Nice. That's a good one. She's from the Great Gatsby. Daisy Buchanan. I brought I think I was in 11th grade, a junior in high school. And one of the books that we had to read was The Great Gatsby. And I forgot to return my copy, but my teacher was so unattentive that it never mattered. So, score, free book. It was just an accident, though. I didn't mean to take it. I found it after the school year. It was like, oh. Oh. Dawn fan and champions. Yeah, Dawn would be nice. I have seen a few people using Fortress. If you need somebody to spin hazards. Oh shit, Wolf's VA died? Damn. He had such a cool ass voice. RIP. Pauline will be in the next Smash Bros. Game. You still have a couple of your old high school textbooks? Okay, I'm glad it's not just me then. Yeah, I think a lot of people probably don't know what Fortress does. add a rep from Gen 9 to Smash, well, my meme answer would be something like Bramble Gas, because I think that would be hilarious. But if you want, like, a realistic answer, it would be Ceruledge or Armarouge. Probably Ceruledge, because he seems to be a bit more popular. Grafii. Tinkaton. Tinkaton could be Tinkafun. Maybe she could be better in Smash than she is in the real games. Sorry, Tinkaton, I'm sorry. No, being called on when you didn't have your hand raised. Evil. English teachers love doing that. Orthworm is fun. I've seen a few people running Orthworm. Earth Eater is a very interesting ability. I still think there's no way in absolute hell they're giving that to Heatran. Unless they want to make the most broken dude of all time. Steel type Ice Climber. Oh, playlist changed its mind there. Doot 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 doot. This is such a random. Now talking about English teachers, now I'm thinking about we always had where she would call on. This was probably like maybe 10th grade, still high school. Call on randoms to read paragraphs from whatever book we were reading, which I don't even remember. But it was a book old enough to have my least favorite word of all time in it, bosom. And I would always get so scared that I would get called on and have to say that filthy word out loud. I never did. Thank God. I mean, I had to read like probably just another random passage, but it didn't have the B word in it, so I remained unscathed. The Wii Shop channel was so much easier to navigate. The eShop in the Switch 2 and the Switch 1 is buns. The fact that people think Champions is paid because they refuse to show you the free version is insane. I had to actively, like, search for the free version to download it. They hide it from you. Give us your $7, bro. Also, the eShop loads better on the Switch 2, but on the Switch 1, it lags like crazy. And then you're assaulted, but depending on where you go in the eShop, assaulted with like AI inflation furry games. Because Nintendo has no desire to have any sort of quality control whatsoever. Onomatopoeia. It's a fun word. Onomatopoeia. The worst types of teachers I had were art teachers. I had so many art teachers that I just did not care for. Honestly, most of them. Most of them. My school offered both 2D and 3D art, which I took both, and I hated both of those teachers. They were both stupid assholes. Pidgey for getting two... I mean... Is there... should you really be jealous of Mega Pidgeot? Maybe be jealous. Put a pin in this in case Staraptor's Mega is goated. Ignore stuff like Clay. I loved Clay. I still loved Clay. I wish Clay didn't require a giant kiln to cook them in. I mean, there's like air dry clay, but I mean, I liked both. I mean, I took both 2D and 3D art, but and I had a weird photography teacher too. She wasn't necessarily weird to me, but I will never forget walking down the hallway in high school and just hearing a screaming match between that teacher and a student. Like, screaming in the hallway at each other. Like, oh shit. What the fuck? What the hell? Also, I did not enjoy like the darkroom stuff for photography. I did not enjoy learning all that shit. Yes, this is a photography teacher. So we learned like Photoshop basics and how to develop old, original film, stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the context. Maybe that kid was being an absolute nightmare. It was just jarring to see an adult screaming with all her might at a kid. I don't know if she was in the right or not. The cops get called on your entire class. Photography class gone wrong. Speaking of Pauline, Odyssey, yes, see. Yeah, with the way some kids are now, maybe you understand it more. To a playground to take oh, that's hilarious. What? The entire class? I'm trying to think, did I ever have any, like, you're in trouble with school stuff? We had one year where they took away... We had, like, an hour that was split up into 2 periods of 30 minutes, so you could go and, like, do a test you missed, or go to the cafeteria, eat your lunch. And they threatened us and took it away for like 2 weeks, and then they reinstated it. I don't know if anyone ever pulled the fire alarm. We definitely had our fair share of drills, but I think everybody does. A bomb. Oh my god. Bold strategy. Yeah, my high school paid a lot of money for very nice football field. Honestly, the soccer fields, the baseball diamond, everything was... You can tell they spent a pretty penny. And yet some of the bathrooms in the older parts of the school smelled like sewage all the time. Curious. Speaking of that hour, there was one time where I think they were like getting mad at people lingering in the hallway. So they had like people patrolling. And I got stuck. And sometimes teachers would let you in and people would just hang out and chill. And sometimes they were like, if you gotta be one of my students. And I got stuck. And I had to hang out in the sewage bathroom. I didn't know where to go. I was like, shit. Like I think like a few of my friends were sick. I was like, guess I live here now. What's up, everybody? If you're just joining, we're at 3502 and 1252, respectively. Not allowed to have backpacks the rest of the year? Oh, that would make me so mad. I do miss the Scholastic Book Fair, though, Chad, I'll tell you what. You never know what you have until it's gone. I miss the Scholastic Book Fair. It would always hit. It would always hit, let me tell ya. For Staryu, I think probably fishing somewhere. Maybe like a Super Rod and Palette or Vermilion. I'm not like 100% sure on that, but probably have the best odds with a Super Rod. Cool math games. Math was always my least favorite subject. There's nothing cool about math. The Pokemon handbooks, yes! I definitely bought a Pokemon handbook from a Scholastic Book Fair as a kid. Yeah, I always like the trinkets. I always like the erasers, the pencil toppers. Oh, hi, Nidoran, female. 1%. Trash can on fire. Not to let her use the bathroom. No. I miss when games had actual, like, nice instruction booklets and sometimes other stuff in them. A hologram Goosebumps keychain? Oh shit, I bet that went so hard. Goosebumps has just an immaculate style. Yeah, sometimes you'd even find, like, especially when I was a kid and these were more prevalent, like printed books with Pokemon card values and stuff in them. They were unofficial. I'll have to, that would be a fun stream one day, going through some of my old, like, Nintendo Power magazines and old Pokemon Beckett magazines. And we can cry together because the prices in there will be incredibly soul-shattering. We can all shed tears together. Because there'll never be prices that low ever again. Hello, Zarok. I am alright. You've never been to a book fair? I mean, if you've ever been to, like, a Borders, Rest in Peace, or, like, a Barnes & Noble, it's kind of the same type of feeling, experience, a little bit. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Dragoon? Those old, like, Wizards magazines, and they had Magic and Pokemon, and later they started doing Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, they used to sell those original 151 handbooks, and then they came out with a new edition that had Togepi and a few of the Gen 2 Pokemon that they started revealing. What's up, Yeti? The Boopa Troopas. I mean, even video game, like, printed guides we don't get anymore. It's sad. I have a lot of great old guides for Pokemon. I have Yellow, Red, and Blue. I've got Crystal. I have Emerald. I have a ginormous Platinum guide. Platinum was when they started getting beefy. Because they started including all the Pokedex pages for everything. I think I have a Battle Revolution one. Black and white hard copy. Prima, yeah, Prima. Oh, are you talking about Dragonology, Sparkly? I love those books. They did more than just dragons, too. They did, like, Egyptology. They did Wizardology. Those are baller. Greatest books of our time. I think they had Spyology, Spaceology. Those were... I still have my Dragonology book and the They had a smaller one that they made too. Oh, that's so nostalgic. Good night, Bit Bandit. Have a good one. Yeah, my Sonic Adventure 2 strategy guide was like my holy scripture training chows. How do I train this chow? I consult the good Sonic book, and it will tell me the way. I have a Star Fox Adventure one. Most of mine are Pokemon. I don't have too many, like, I never had any I don't think I have any Mario guides. Or even a Zelda guide. I got the Star Fox Adventure one because the guy at GameStop was like, here, do you want this for 99 cents? And we were like, yeah, sure. I know, Healer. Again, Game Freak and Sega remind me too much of each other sometimes. I wonder if they still make those Dragonology books. Those are so fun. If they do, and if you have a kid, those would be... Your kid will love them. Guide for Need for Speed Most Wanted. Yeah, they would make a guide for everything back in the day. It was big business. Which makes it sad that they don't exist anymore, pretty much. Shiny is cooler. I mean, I love Tyranitar, but it's shiny, I think, is just okay. I think Sylveon's got it beat there. Fighting General Scales. Star Fox McCloud lands on a dinosaur planet in Mario Galaxy's movie. The sequel. The sequel to the Super Mario Brothers movie. Coincidence? I think not. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. I actually have a Pokemon Center exclusive Emerald guide back when their website was... when they first launched their website. If the game does well, I assume so? Assuming there's a game, there's gonna be a game. There's gonna be a game. Yeah, it has some really nice full art pages of Ken Sugimori art. It is very cool. Oh yeah, the new Godzilla trailer, is it good? Is he atomic breathing all over the place? Doesn't show much, so it's a Godzilla trailer. Sometimes you can describe whole Godzilla movies like that. Yeah, we talked a little bit about the Aang movie earlier. It's insane, isn't it? So if you haven't heard, they're making a... Paramount has not done any marketing for this movie. They haven't done any marketing for this movie. They are making a Aang movie of the adult gang and their adventures, and the whole entire movie has leaked online. And people are saying it's kind of mid. Maybe that's why Paramount doesn't want to market the movie. Kind of the point of Godzilla movies. I mean, Godzilla movies shouldn't be boring, but 2014 sure managed to be. Everybody has a celebrity voice actor. Yay! I sure love Mark Invincible's voice coming out of Zuko's mouth. He does that voice in everything he does. Same voice as Keith Voltron, too. Sorry to bring Voltron up. Apologies. It's incredible to watch these big corporations just falter. This is such a slam dunk. How do they ruin this? I mean, it's pretty clear that they have absolutely no idea what to do with this franchise. Hence the garbage live action show that should not exist. No one in charge cares. Oh yeah, that's always usually the case. Aren't they making an entirely, like, original Avatar show? Which is kind of more what I wanted to see. And here's another problem. Aang is a fully grown adult man now. Who is beating him? Like, I haven't seen the movie yet, so... maybe new villain person is stacked. I don't know, 1300 for Vulpix, by the way. But, like, who is beating him? Who is beating a fully realized adult Avatar Aang? Nobody. Or, especially with Toph and Zuko and Katara and Sokka? Who the hell is beating them? The Avatar state is too strong. They're gonna turn it into, like, how they have to dumb down the CW's Flash at every episode. I hate when shows or media have a character that's so powerful, they just have to make everybody, like, stupid. Come on, Nidoran, be blue! Dabu-dee. Dabu-da. I know, this is a real throwback, isn't it? Honestly, the worst thing about this is that Avatar fans, the blue people, the blue Avatar fans, are taking, like, victory laps as if this is, like... Because Avatar fans don't like other Avatar fans for some reason. I don't know, it's just funny to watch Blue People Avatar fans act high and mighty when it's like... Alright. Alright. Yeah, War Turtle, that's very true. Splatoon movie? What would be the plot of the Splatoon movie? The language of the Na'vi. Sivako! It's the only Na'vi I know. Thank you, Rocco Mega 64. I could see them making a Splatoon movie. Colorful, fun characters. A lot of very rich music, and they could do numbers with a Splatoon movie, I think. Theatoon. Illuminations. Everybody. What did we do to deserve that? I'm telling you, chat, I eagerly anticipate the day the Zelda teaser trailer comes out. Or even the full trailer. It's going to be chaos. It'll be like the morning the first Sonic trailer dropped. That was a fun time to be on the internet. I remember refreshing Twitter the morning that trailer came out and just watching people's stunned disbelief reactions to the first Sonic trailer. Great stuff, honestly. That was a great day. The fact that that design was okayed in the first place just leaves me so many questions. Miyamoto is involved. Miyamoto, famous lover of stories in video games. Sonic would have the same shiny as Shaman. I think hell would freeze over before Microsoft and Nintendo would ever be merged. That is not happening. Oh, you're making me think of the Ocarina of Time 3DS commercial with Zelda Williams in it. Also, a big Japanese corporation like that would never let itself be bought out. Not happening. LeafGreen is on my Switch 1 and FireRed. No, start the software. Every day the Switch wants to update. And FireRed is on the Switch 2. Such a great song. Because I'm in the middle of doing something. Still have your physical copy? I wish I still had my physical copy. I have to assume Miyamoto and Aonuma would have like Stan Lee-esque cameos in the Zelda movie. They'll be like in the background of Kakariko or in the market outside the Temple of Time. You have the Mario Galaxy amiibo. Oh, you still have the wireless trade adapters? Nice. I've noticed a lot of amiibo have actually been going on sale because they've been so expensive, people are not buying them. At least some of the more unpopular ones, like the Street Fighter crew. They're larger than expected. Good. At least you're hopefully getting somewhat of your money's worth. We were talking about that, Zarok. I think they're gonna have to go smaller scale. With a Wario villain and maybe Daisy as well. You hate Illumination. You asking if does Double Edge work with sheer force? I want to say no, but don't quote me. I want to say no, though. Schwoob. I almost read that as Scoob. Mario and Scooby-Doo! Why would that actually be fun? Okay, I typed into Google, does sheer force work with Double Edge? Sheer force does not boost the power of Double Edge, nor does it negate its recoil damage. I don't know, that's what Google said. Scooby-Doo has crossed over with everybody. They're almost behind SpongeBob at this point. Would not surprise me if there's tacky looking Magic the Gathering crossover set. Dexter. Yeah, didn't they cross over with like Supernatural and the band Kiss and the WWE? Plus many others. All in a day's work for old Scooby and Shaggy and the gang. Almost 900 words. That's funny because after I saw that movie, it was just such a blur that I don't know I could describe anything. Batman. Hey, Batman gets around. You can find Shadow the Hedgehog dressed up and working with Batman right now. Yeah, in the original Zombie Island, the Zomzoms were real. Real monsters, zoinks. The simultaneous encounters go so hard. 3,601 for Nidoran. That mime isn't shiny. No, it's not. But it has soundproof. I am not letting Vulpix roar on me. Not happening. The sequel they did of Zombie Island. Yeah, didn't they make it? They like retconned a bunch of stuff in it. Yeah, again, if you are gonna shiny hunt Vulpix, chat, get yourself a soundproof Pokemon. An easy one is Maimin. Just trade an Abra for it. And, you will be good. So... No, you don't want any roars happening. That would be not good. So too bad I couldn't shiny hunt that Mime, though. I love Mr. Mime shiny. Green. The red M&M. I voice act the red M&M. Okay, reconnected. Hello? It should have reconnected. It should be back, chat. Hello? It should be back. Okay, good. It's up on YouTube. I refreshed a webpage to make sure it wasn't my internet, and I see next Pokemon Pokopia event has officially been announced. Bulbasaur's jump rope contest. Get a high enough score and you can get a trophy. Okay, cool. Well, there you go. Meows. Yeah, people still refer to them as dogs to this day. Meowth as a pet. If you had a Meowth, you could have infinite money. Just payday. Over and over and over again. Like, sure, it's not an absolute million bajillion dollars, but if you add it up over time... No, I know you're right. Like, they're literally all cats. But some people call any four-legged thing a dog for some reason. I'm now live. Oh my god. Howdy, enjoy the lurk. We should do something for Stoutland someday. The Pokemon I keep waiting for them to do something with. Toxapex. Toxapex is gonna make you wish you had a psychic Pokemon. Stealth Rock's U-turn Baneful Bunker. Ooh, nasty. I was looking at Pex. I was thinking about Pex. Thinking about Toxapex. You know what? You're right. Stoutland absolutely could have been a special Pokopia character. So true. I had fun running for Alligator, the little tiny bit that I was running in Champions the other day. I think there are other dragons that are stronger than it. But it's a fun niche pick. And mine has a funny name. Glacier Bay. I seriously might run Mega Victory Bell, chat. I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. Here's the dealio for the rest of the week. I want to do a Dynamax Adventures. I know people have been missing the Dynamax Adventures. I've missed them too. So I want to do one of those. And I want to play more Champions. But I also want to keep shiny hunting in FireRed and LeafGreen. There's so much Pokemon going on right now, chat. How do I juggle it all? Good night, Zarok. Have a good one. Yeah, Innards Out is a bomb. You are essentially lighting an active bomb on the field when you send out Victory Bell. And it has access to Strength Sap, and you could even run it a bit more offensive if you want with, like, Leaf Storm. Or you could make it a big, bulky bitch. Oh, you know who I was also thinking about running, chat? Which I've never really tried it in any sort of ranked or competitive setting, which is crazy because I do love this Pokemon, but Volcarona. I evolved, which I thought I had I think I had Volcarona marked, but I actually didn't have it technically. But I evolved one of my spare Larvestas. Remember all the shiny Larvesta in the desert in Scarlet? So I evolved one of my spare Larvesta, so I got Jitterbug, the Volcarona, ready for action. Oh, also, ad warning, ads! Toxic Orb? Oh no, I don't want Toxic Orb. Not with Gliscor in the game. I mean, it sucks that Pokemon can't activate stuff like Guts. Oh, no. Especially if they bring in Ursaluna. That would be another nasty, nasty boy. I've seen a few people try to pull off non-toxic Orb Gliscor. Scary. Deranged. Is Hisui Zoroark fast? Yes. Still no luck for Nidoran? Nope. We're slowly approaching half odds. A spinny wheel. I've thought about doing that for shiny hunts. Honestly, for days where I'm like, what do I feel like shiny hunting? We could spin a wheel. Yeah, Doubles has some absolutely insane people strategies. I have seen some real nasty stuff as funny clips on, like, Twitter. Sword Stance Hyper Cutter, hell yeah. Black Sludge would help out Toxapex. Ooh, another Nidoran. Hello, Nidoran. Seriously, I'm, like, actually excited to try out Garchomp Z. Vessel Garchomp does bring some interesting stuff to the table. I mean, if you invest enough in special attack, you could have a mixed Garchomp and Fire Blast Corviknight out. If you feel like being a maniac. Whoa! Speaking of maniacs, look who's back. Nidoran. Already. The 1%. Yeah, Pex would be great in a Trick Room team. Trick Room is hard, though. Like, it takes a lot of skill to run a Trick Room team. We're going to the game corner after Nidoran. Yeah, we'll be playing more Champions. We'll probably do Champions tomorrow, and then Dynamax on Thursday. And then FireRed, LeafGreen. Oh, bitrate's dying again, chat, if stream dies. Oh, and now it's back to green. Okay. Okay. Jigglypuff. I'd be totally fine with Jigglypuff, Spearow, or Nidoran female. Nidoran female would be a very funny... Like, how could you top getting a 1% shiny? That would be a career highlight. I'm assuming this is from Mario Kart 8, because all the music from that game sounds like SNL music. Live from New York, it's Mario Kart. Yeah, I've kind of been thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, maybe Garchomp Z has a chance. Being able to cook Corviknight would be so nice. Primarina would be a problem. I can't remember if Garchomp Z learns like a Gunk Shot or a Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. I want to say no. But wouldn't that be nice? Oh, you know one really annoying Pokemon people are using in Champions? Mega Clefable with stored power. Yuck. I do not want to run into that. If you let Clefable even stack boosts for like 1 or 2 turns, it's just over. 1400 for Vulpix. Every time we talk about Garchomp Z, you say that, Justin. I mean, most of the time, it's because it doesn't work out. Like, mixed attackers are not historically, like, some of the strongest Pokemon. A lot of times when they do that, it's just like, oh wow, you're doing nothing. And who knows, maybe Garchomp Y will be buns. But we'll see. Yeah, I wanted to run Starmie, but its moveset, its move pool is so limited. It does not get a lot of physical attacks. Physical Mega Dragonite? I actually think Mega Dragonite's getting exposed a little bit as a fraud. Like, it's certainly strong, and in the right setups it can dominate, but it doesn't have a great move pool. It feels a little limited in what it can do. Oh, King Gambit. Bisharp's evolution, yes. King Gambit is very annoying. And he's everywhere. Kowtow Cleave is very strong. That's why it's fun to run a good close combat Pokemon or a Pokemon with a good fighting move. You can get them out of there. Although I have seen people running bulky, defensive King Gambits, which is nasty. Nasty, nasty. You think you're gonna get a big hit off on it, and it's gonna faint, and then it sits on the field, doesn't take much damage, and goes for a Swords Dance. Uh-oh. I think more people are waking up to Charizard X. I've seen, watching other people in Master Ball, I have seen a few people bring in Charizard X. Charizard X has good bulk. That's another Pokemon where if you leave it there, or if you can't get the finishing blow, it could set up in your face. It's also a bit of a mind game, because it's like, are you bringing Charizard Y or are you bringing Charizard X? Makes me wish Mega Garchomp was better so I could get away with those types of mind games with Garchomp. Yeah, some teams have no answer for X. All you need is like an Aerodactyl or any sort of rock moves or stealth rocks for Y, but X is a bit more tricky dicky. Yeah, all it takes is one D-Dance, yup. And again, Charizard X has good natural bulk to it, so a lot of times you think you're gonna get a kill and you don't. And then it goes for D-Dance and it's like, oh no. I've seen a few more people running Blastoise too. Shell Smash Blastoise has some sauce to it. Again, another Pokemon where it's like, if you let him get off even one Shell Smash, you can be in great danger. Solar Power. Yeah, Solar Power is fun too. I remember Solar Power Charizard when people were running G-Max Charizard in X and Y. Not X and Y. Sword and Shield. Why the hell did I say... I think I said X and Y because of Charizard Y. Yeah, you could easily pair it with something like a Torkoal. To set up the sun for you. It's kind of interesting. I've seen some people kind of turning on terastallizing now that it's kind of in the past, at least for the moment. People saying like, oh, it's so nice to just be able to kill Incineroar instead of Incineroar going for Terastallize. Which I understand. It kind of had me thinking about it too. Like, it is nice to just be able to, you know, Fire Blast a Corviknight and it can't go for Terra Water. Like, if Corviknight had access to Terra Water, I would be very sad. The Star Fox movie. We'll see if they make one. Maybe. Yeah, I hope we don't have to see Koraidon or Miraidon for a while. Don't need to see those monsters anytime soon. funny because I did see somebody actually trying out Shedtail Heliolisk. Which, if you don't know what Shedtail does, it is essentially a baton pass substitute. It's quite cool. A very few amount of Pokemon get access to it, and the ones that do are like Cyclizar, Heliolisk. Does Sceptile get it? I can't remember if Sceptile gets it. Lizards get it. But it's kind of spicy. Oh, you know who's all over the place? Aegislash. Aegislash is all over the place. That is one of the most popular Pokemon I think I've seen people running in Master Ball. It's not a Pokemon I enjoy running into. And the guy I was watching had Poltergeist on his Aegislash, and it was taking names. Its name was Monado. Oh, another Nidoran female. Well, we've gotten a lot of them tonight. Come on, give me the shiny. I wonder when Darkrai is going to get added. In the next regulation or the regulation after that? Or maybe not. It's weird because a lot of times they don't ever invite mythicals in, but Darkrai was the star of the DLC, so I feel like he will be allowed in. Time for Dark Void, baby! People are gonna need to get fighting types. Maybe Mega Scrafty will be really good. You never know. With them, you never know. I had fun using Meowscarada. It was nice to have Meow for all the Primarinas and Rotom washes running around, which those are everywhere. I was actually watching somebody with a Primarina, and he stayed in against the Meowscarada who went for Flower Trick, and I didn't say anything, obviously, because I'm not an asshole. But it was like, oh! Shouldn't have stayed in! That kills! Fancy Feast. Yeah, Fancy Feast was putting in work. He was putting in work for me. Seriously, people in... Oh my god, another Nidoran female. Alright. We're getting so many tonight. You got a random shiny Snorunt. Nice. Is it female? Mega Frostlass is fun. Surprised, speaking of Gardevoir, I'm surprised Guardy hasn't shown up more. She was everywhere in ZA. Everywhere. Not a lot of Gallade users either, which it makes me sad. I think Gallade is fun. But I definitely think he struggles compared to other megas. Oh, it's not female? Boo. Nothing but a hidden ability. The worst is when it's like a lure ball on a completely ill-fitting Pokemon. I hate that shit. I still haven't gotten a shiny yet. Has anybody figured out the odds? What the hell are the shiny odds in Champions? I want to keep achievement hunting too. I've seen a few people who have the like crystal rainbow border around all the Pokemon that they use the most. That's like, oh, that's cool. That's fun. 3,700 Nidorans. My god. That's a lot. Oh, you got a shiny Galar Slowking? That's fun. I think Galarian Slowking and Slowbro are interesting. It's very specific setups. I think they might have a shot at doing something. The Nintendo music. I am not a big Nintendo music. Well, I love. That's not true. The app. I love Nintendo Music. But I do not have that app downloaded. I'm actually kind of getting close to filling my free box and home, so it's like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. It'll feel so nice when I do another encounters shiny for both of these games, and I'll have, by the time the next one happens, I'll have both Charizard and Venusaur out at the same time. It'll be beautiful. I did see somebody on Twitter who got a shiny cast form in Champions. I'm so jelly. Why can't it be me? It should have been me, not him. It's not fair. I would count that. That would go on my shiny living dex. It would be incredible. I guess I would need to get normal type tickets, would be the way to go about that. Maybe it's time to use Hisui Zoroark, or perhaps finally bring Lopunny in. I was thinking about Skarmory, but I don't know. Stalwart just stinks. I like how even in the same game, they just brought in Corviknight, and who's everybody gonna use Corviknight? Because he's still better. Like, what a kick in the face. A kick in the metal beak. I saw a really cool mono bug team. It had a Araquanid, it had Heracross and Scizor. I think it had Volcarona. And Pinsir. I think that was the whole team. And they actually won. It was fun. Their whole team was shiny too, so they're a committed bug fan. Respectable. Bugs get dubs. Scizor is just so good. All you really need is Scizor. And Mega Heracross does have Skill Link, which we talked about earlier. I kind of want to run Toucannon. Skill Link cheese is funny. It might be time to indulge in some cheddar. So I think I've seen Mono Poison, Ghost, and Bug now. Which, that's cool. Monotype teams are very difficult. Especially when you have a type that has a lot of weaknesses like Bug. So when people can win, it's like, oh hell yeah.
Welcome back.
Hey, Silver, thank you for the 31 months. What's up? I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. It is fun that you can see the Pokeballs on the belt if you're not wearing a long jacket. I saw somebody earlier who had a Cherish Ball, and I was like, ooh. I was like, who even is that? Who even is that? I really hope Cordy and Caraway you can battle at some point. They're just like set dressing. They don't do anything. Do 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 do. This song is so good. That's why N64 Rainbow Road's my favorite. My goat. There's an asset in the game for the next regulation, but it doesn't reveal anything like interesting. It's just, I can't even remember who's on it, but they're Pokemon that are already in the game. I wonder what they're gonna do. Are they gonna let in a batch of new Pokemon, or is it gonna be like just a trickle in of new items, or a combination of both? Because I don't think they can consistently change the regulation very much without it being like whiplash. Because these are the same regulation rules that the VGC folks are using, so they can't keep changing them around all the time on them. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. We're about at 3737 for Nidoran male. Almost at 1,500 Vulpix already. We just started this hunt not too long ago. I think I'm over 80 plus hours in at this point. A lot of hours. Lots and lots of hours. Should have been charging my phone. What was I thinking? Alright. And it is going to be warm here tomorrow. I think it's gonna be in the 90s. Can't be the 90s in April yet. No. Where's the April showers? They're supposed to bring the May flowers. It was so nice out today that there was a line out the door at the local ice cream shop. Like, that would have been great, but not waiting in line out the door great. God, those poor employees. As somebody who worked in an ice cream shop, yuck. It sucked ass when it was super busy. $87? Yeah, that's pretty warm. That's pretty toasty. Also, the pollen is getting bad. I think tree pollen is quite bad right now, and then all the grass pollen's coming back. Ugh. Has to wait another month for AC. Ugh. Special place for landlords. I actually ordered, speaking of warm weather, I ordered a tower fan for my room. But since Amazon shipping is excruciatingly slow, it hasn't arrived yet. So it'll arrive after it's already been 90 degrees for a few days. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, some people just don't even like cover their mouths. I was in a store the other day and just grown dude just coughing, not covering his mouth. People are animals. Record highs later today. Oh no. You know you're in for a bad time when record highs is on the table.
Welcome back.
Hey, Big Bear, thank you for the 15 months. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wait for it. 15. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back. It's the type of warm day that makes me wish I had like one of those slushy machines. That's what I want, one so bad. I want one of those slushy machines. I just know a delicious icy slush on a 90+ degree day would go. It would hit. It would simply hit. Double dash. That's Mario Kart. Yeah, it's like 90s is the type of weather I'd expect out of like the dead of summer, not April. Oh, a good 7-Eleven Slurpee still hits. This song makes me wish I could whistle. I could barely do it. I could barely hold a tiny tune. Also, 1,500 Vulpix. Vulpixes. What's up, Talco? Ooh, shaved ice with ice cone syrup. That's fun. I wish they had an Italian ice machine. If you've never had Italian ice, it's like a Slurpee except very, very fine. It's more smooth. It's quite good. Yeah, Vulpix, keep showing up! They do! Double Dash's OST, Chef's Kiss. 10 out of 10. Yeah, tomorrow, chat, we'll do some champions, and then Thursday, we'll do another Dynamax Adventures. It's been a while. It'll feel good to return. I mean, unless Palkia shows up 100 times, in which case it will be cursed and bad. But we'll see. Oops. I'm straying from the path. I should go get Staryu and LeafGreen and trade myself. I still hold on a tiny little candle of hope that they'll return to a Double Dash style Mario Kart game in the future. Anything's better than open world. A Palk-only run? I mean, I'd never say never, but I don't really have any real desire to do one. Of course, if I continue to get other shinies that are not Palkia, you know, somebody's gotta be last. Somebody's gotta be the last shiny in the pool. Who is it gonna be? Who's gonna be dead last in Dynamax Adventures? I can't wait. I can't wait to see. Which, if you've never experienced a Dynamax Adventures, it's one of the modes in Crown Tundra for Sword and Shield. It's very fun, and you have great odds at a shiny legendary or Ultra Beast. 1 in 100 if you have the charm. And 1 in 300 if you don't. And you get to use rental Pokemon. And the NPCs are evil. And love to cause chaos. It's a whole hoot and a half. No, don't say that. No. Don't say Celesteela last. No. Oh. I think that's genuinely my least favorite Pokemon to fight in the whole pool. It would probably be like Celesteela, Palkia, Zygarde in that order. Like, Zygarde's really difficult, but I know what he's about. We know the secrets to success. Celesteela is just a giant bamboo spaceship tank, and I don't like fighting it. Maybe it'll Earthquake. Maybe it'll go for Leech Seed. All bad. All bad choices. I still can't believe I finally got the Lake Guardians done. Like, that doesn't even feel real. I know, Rhydon is clutch. A good electric Pokemon can go a long way against Celesteela, too. Something like Jolteon is great, although Celesteela does have Earthquake. But if you have a Wide Guarder and maybe like a Jolteon, or even like the Dene, Morpeko. Lantern is very good. I wish Lantern was in Champions. I'd use Lantern. Who would stop me? Garchomp. A Powdon. Corviknight, probably. Oh no, plenty of guys. Female level 17 Vulpix. Oh, come on, game. She would have been bootyful if that was shiny. Alright, 37, 7-7. Can you send Pokemon that are sent to Champions back to ZA? Yes, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. In fact, I've already sent a few guys back. I pulled the wrong Clefable from Shield, so I sent it back to Shield. I've pulled in a few Pokemon that I haven't really used, and I am starting to run out of space, so I'm gonna need to send some more back too, unfortunately. I think you have to do it through champions. You have to send them back, and then you can pick them up in home. Yeah, it's too bad Pokemon recruited in home. They're just stuck there, or recruited in champions. They're just stuck there forever. Can't transfer them to home. I'd still say the shinies count, though. If you get shinies in champions. Like, if I did pull a shiny cast form, I would absolutely count it. A cast form's a cast form. I need to get out of Ultra Ball. As soon as I can get to Master Ball, I can breathe a little bit. I don't have to worry about deranking or... Everybody's running the sweaty shit to get to Master Ball. When we can get to Master Ball, we can have a little bit of breathing room. That's when more fun stuff shows up. We've got to endure all the meta crap. The meta slop. Before we get to Master Ball. Alright, we'll keep getting a few more encounters down, chat. I know this is full odds, but it's just so quick and easy. Really chill hunt. Tyler and I play against each other all the time. What was he running? I was testing out my... Honestly, sometimes I have him battle me just to test out things. Just to see what outspeeds will this kill. I can't tell you enough, battling in that like gym room instead of the big stadium, how much that makes me think of Pokken Tournament. I cannot believe it. It really feels like a stage that they just plucked right out of Pokken Tournament. Come on, Vulpix! Be Goldilocks! Be a little gold... girl. Same for you, Nidoran. You need to be a blue boy. Yeah, it has had me... You know what? I have kind of wanted to listen to a few Pokken songs. Pokken had some good music. That game had some great music. Yeah, you shiny hunt a lot of Pokemon in here, and then you see their 3D shinies, and it's like, oh no, what happened? Oh no, what went wrong? Diggersby Quarry, that's funny. My favorite one was the Magikarp stage. That genuinely is probably a Pokemon all-timer song. Like, that might be a top 10 for me. Alright, almost at 3,800. Double Pidgey. Double Pidgey. Beige. Yeah, look at, that makes me think of shiny Komao. Komao or Obstagoon, those shinies that you could see from space. As soon as I get any shiny, I'm moving on. It could have been you, Nidoran. Female, 1%. It could have been you, but it wasn't. I wish some of the cat Pokemon were a bit stronger, like Liepard or Persian. I mean, Persian used to be strong in Gen 1. Back when Slash would crit all the time. Why'd they have to make Pokemon like Delcatty so trash? They cooked up nasty, nasty work in Gen 3. I mean, like, half the Pokedex in 4 is terrible too, so it's not like that's a unique problem to 3, but... Ugh, you know? Hyperfang, Raticate. Oh, Volbeat and Illumise? I couldn't tell you where they would place in, like, Gen 3 era when they debuted, but probably not very high. Probably not very high. Tailglow is interesting. But I can't imagine they have a very high BTS. I want Mighty Enna to be good. I mean, Gen 3 has some absolute banger, like, as far as competitive goes. Metagross, very good. Mega Metagross, very good. Salamence, very good. Mega Salamence, also very good. Primal Groudon, Kyogre, regular Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza. What was Flygon back in Gen 3? I'm gonna guess not very high. It's in NU right now. It was overused in Gen 3. Good for him. So was Claydol. What? Interesting. I would not have expected Claydol in there. Oh, Medicham was. Oh, nice for Medicham. Jirachi, what a surprise. Swampert, T-Tar, Zapdos, Suicune, Starmie! Aww. Oh, Breloom! Breloom was in OU too. And then a lot of non-Gen 3 Pokemon. Jolteon, Gyarados. Yeah, Tandemaus has a terrible shiny. Yellow shirt and pants. Do 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 do. Yeah, Zapdos historically has been a very good Pokemon. That would track. I mean, if they brought Zapdos into Champions, it would be very good. I mean, you'd be threatened by things like Mega Aerodactyl and maybe Cleavor, a few Rocky Boys, but you would still be very good. No shiny is as bad as Elect Kid. I think Articuno's shiny is a tiny bit more classy than Zapdos's. Zapdos just is one of those shinies that just kind of turns, I don't want to say like red, but it's, I think Articuno is a classier shiny. Shiny Gengar isn't even like bottom 50. Maybe we should do that one day, chat. Bottom like 50 shinies. Number 1, Elekid. Number 2, Urshifu. Number 3, Cubfu. I ran out of ideas. The Pidgeline could potentially be in there. That type of greenish yellow color is just unfortunate. Alright, I think we'll get to 1600 and maybe 3850. Let's see. Also, ads are gonna play, chat. on the Twitch side, but they're the last ads of the night. Shiny 15, Burger King foot lettuce. My favorite shiny. Look at how polite Sandshrew looks. So polite. This Moo Moo Farms. Back on the farm. You can play as Cow in Mario Kart World. Whoa! That's so crazy. Cow. Can you believe it? The dolphin. Speaking of dolphins, I've seen a few people throwing out like their tier list opinions and champions. And I saw one with Palafin like in A tier for singles, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that one. It's funny how many Pokemon get flip turn. It's like every water type gets access to flip turn now. What fancy U-turn move variation of type will they have next? That was a sentence. Electric. No, they already have that. Volt switch. Ground. Dig, but it allows you to go back. U-turn dig. Alright, chat, let's do 9 more. Tunnel dive. Yeah, something like that would work. Escape tunnel. I can't wait to see what they give Mega Golisopod. If he just keeps emergency exit, I'm imploding. Oh, you got Virizion? Nice. We love a special scan and not a scam. Alright, next time we will definitely be hitting over halfway to odds with Nidoran. You know, unless you feel like being really spicy Nidoran. Unless you feel like being goated with the Nido sauce. A scam battle zone in the sewers? Ugh. He would do that. He would. Unsurprising. I should pull the Felipe joke from my Swords of Justice video YouTube didn't put out to anybody at all. I should put that on like Twitter or something, make a YouTube short. He's always running his scams, chat. That Felipe. Alright, one more. One more for the road. One more for the fans back home. Dang it. Yeah, dang it. God dang it, Pidgey. The double Pidgey is how we're ending it. Incredible. I almost said crazy and incredible at the same time. Well, chat, we got some good numbers. Again, some more good numbers. Yeah, we will have Champion Wednesday tomorrow, chat. We'll try some new stuff out. See if I can get to Master Ball. I'm scared. And then we'll have a Dynamax adventure on Tuesday. And if you're into FireRed and LeafGreen, more of that this weekend. So I'll try to balance everything equally. We'll hence try. But thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you to all the resubs, all the follows, all the new followers. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I did not spell YouTubey. Shout out to the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for some Champions Wednesday. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.